Grab your friends, find your enemies and make amends, and we'll meet in the middle. Take the pride and set it aside.
Hey friends, this is Shary. I have an absolute mess on my desk right here. I was feeling a little restless today and I'm stuck at home without a car. It has to do with trailer, changing tires on the trailer, and my husband took the car to work. And so the truck is hooked up to the trailer, and it's a long story. But anyway, I was feeling a little restless today, took a walk, did my usual routines. I thought, well, you know what? I'm not real happy with my current planner situation. If you saw yesterday's video, I mentioned that I'm really, for my weekly planning, I'm not a big fan of the dashboard. It just isn't working out really well for me. And when I look back on I got the Homestead 2019-2020, and as you can tell, all of the first part from July, when it started in 2019, I used this really well because I like the vertical layout. That just works for me. I like horizontal too, but I'm finding that for every day, planning out my days, setting up my schedule, I'm just a vertical person. So no makeup today, guys. But anyway, as I said, I was a little bit restless, and I thought, you know what? I don't really have anything I need to do except sweep the floor and run the vacuum, and that isn't even a necessity. It's just something I kind of do every day. And I decided to come in and Frankenplan and make myself, I needed a new cover. I was not feeling the cover of the Homebody right now. I wanted something different, so I pulled out this. It's just an old cover, but it's in pretty good shape. It's floral, it's bright, and it says, "Let your dreams blossom" on it. So I'm Frankenplanning because I remembered that I had, from July of 2020 in Homestead, I have the rest of this year unused, and it's vertical. So I just got a notification that there was something live on YouTube, but it's not planner related. So I thought, well, hey, I have a vertical planner. I've got all of the rest of this year vertical from the Homestead. So I took that out of there, put it into here, but I'm also going to be using the remainder of the year from my Homebody. I'm just going to Frankenplan that in there. I'm putting my Fly Lady journal back together that I've currently made here. And I thought I would bring you guys along. So I will be flipping the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. But another reason I came on to tell you, because I think this is an important part of my story, we just had an earthquake. And I almost came on live. Well, I probably was going to try it on my MacBook and see if I could come on live, because I can't do live unless I go through a streaming app right now. But I thought, wow, if I would have been on live, I'd have been live with you guys when we had an earthquake. So apparently we're in California, kind of on the eastern side of the High Sierras. So as the crow flies that direction, right over there, over those Sierra Nevada mountains that I can see out my window, sort of, because the house they built right here is high and it blocks all my view of the mountains. But as the crow flies, we're like maybe 30 minutes from, say, Fresno. So that kind of, if you can get a reference point of that area, but it takes like 10 hours to get there because you have to go either up and around through Yosemite and down, or down through Bakersfield and up, because you can't go through the mountains. But anyway, we're kind of centralish California, but more on the eastern side, closer to the Nevada border. And apparently the earthquake was centered about 45 minutes south of where we live. And it was I haven't looked at the USGS stuff yet, but my husband, I just talked to him. He said it was like a 5 point something. And then I think we had a second little aftershock, it was like a 3 point something. So I don't know if we're going to have any more aftershocks. I think my mother-in-law's headed down. She's terrified of earthquakes, and so she's about 15 minutes north of us. And since I don't have a vehicle today, I can't go anywhere, and so she's just gonna hop in her car and come down. So I thought I'd do as much of this video as I can before she gets here, but I think she was gonna shower and stuff first, so I think I have a little bit of time. So I'm gonna quit talking. I'm gonna turn the camera down, and you're gonna set this up with me, and we're gonna see what we get. Okay, all right, see you in a minute. Oh. All right, guys, we're back. I'm going to be kind of futzing around with the camera a little bit for a minute because I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna get this set up so you can see what I'm doing. Hopefully here in just a second. Okay. I've got stuff everywhere. This is bored Shary messing with her planters because she doesn't want to clean. And it's too hot to work outside. Okay. All right. So this is my Fly Lady Control Journal, which has been partially living in my Homebody. So I'm going to put this, I've already put a couple of sections. I'm not going to go into detail on this yet. I do have a video on how I set up my Fly Lady Control Journal. If you want to look that up, I don't have any playlists set, but should be able to find it. And I think I need to do a new one anyway. This is just a repurposed, was the Faith Planner, and it's turned inside out and repurposed. I think it was last year's 2019 Faith Planner. And I've got my Fly Lady Control stuff set in here with my zone cleaning, which zones are what, some detailed cleaning lists. Just getting that back in here, and then we'll get to the real meat of what we're doing. But I figured, why not bring you guys along with me? So yeah, I think that's why I was feeling a little bit weird today. I think it was the earthquake. I think I just sensed something was I was just feeling restless. And I still am a little bit, so maybe it's kind of good my mother-in-law's coming down because it gives me somebody just to hang out and visit with, which is not a bad thing. Okay, and that's just a folder. So, okay, Fly Lady Control Journal is all set in here. I'm gonna stick this in here, and that's gonna make a good video. So with all of this, so this is, yeah, so, and I haven't been doing a whole lot of planning for a while, so it's a good time for me to get back to it. So this is what's left of my Homebody, because I have January, is it January to April? June, whenever. Anyway, it's in another spot. So for right now, let's just stick this aside and get back to the one we're building. Okay, so I decided I was ready for a new cover. With all this planner drama and everything, I don't know. I just don't know what to use. And if you don't know what the planner drama is, that's fine too. Just want to make sure you can see me. I feel like I need to come forward a little bit here. Can you see that? Yep, it looks like you can see that pretty good. Okay, so what I've done so far, as I said, I got this planner. Actually, this was on sale, I think on clearance at Joann last year, and it was, I don't know what the name of it was, but it was real pretty. It was a monthly layout, but I got it mainly just because there are other things I could do with the guts of it, but I just thought the cover was pretty. It's floral. I needed something brighter right now. So I went in and I put in my stencils, my original cover page from the Homestead, and I put July through December. So when I do my weekly planning now, and I didn't put this in because I'll probably do a video on setting this up. So I just set it in there. I can do my weekly planning in a vertical fashion. So, and then I thought, well, you got to use your Homestead as well. I mean, Homebody. So this is what, let me grab a divider. What I'm going to do is use, okay, so I've got, we talked about that. I've got the rest of this year in here, but still wanting to use my Homebody. So starting in July, Homebody is going to now be my social media. And I'm just going to stick that there because that's a page that won't get used. So I'm going to do my social media planning in my, I've already got this set up a little bit. And if you saw my video, these are some things, I didn't put this video up. In fact, I didn't even bother putting that up. But I did the video setting this up yesterday. So now I've got the rest of this year set in here, and I'll make this planner my social media planner, which is going to work out really well. Now, I did grab this. I think I'll stick it in the back. And it matches the Homebody. And that's not to say I won't go back to it. I just wanted a little change for now. And then I pulled out these. And I think I'm going to use... these in here. This is the home extension pack, but all I've done is laminate it. So I'll use it in conjunction with, and that's the project. Okay, so here we go. Where's my chores? Oh, no, that's, hold the phone. What did I get goofed up here? Oh yeah, okay. So here's chores. So yeah, I laminated them so that I could make them last, and I can just use like my wet erase and reuse them over and over. Isn't that smart? Yeah, I thought so. I still have some of the others, but I thought, well, let's just laminate this and we'll get more use out of it. Oops, that's not right. That's right. And then the projects one. So I'm going to put those in. I don't usually do my budget stuff in here, but I'm just going to pop it in there anyway. I do use the meal plan. And I'm going to get more in depth with you guys on planning. Okay, sorry, I am back. I just got a call. My mother-in-law is on her way. So I guess I'll do as much of this video as I can. Luckily, it's most of the work is already done. I'll pop this in here, but I'm going to go ahead and probably put, I don't know if I'll just put chores or home. I'll put something on here, but I'll do that later. I'm not going to take the time to do that now, especially since she's on her way. And all of this could change if I find something in July, a planner that I want to start over with, and that's entirely possible. So we've got that. And I found these the other day, and I just thought they were kind of cool. They're kind of neat little, just some of the, you know, paper packs. But it's kind of a neat thing for your day if you want to go in and sort of map out, like put one on for every day. Let's go back to here. We're not set up for next week yet, but we will be. I have a feeling she'll probably spend the night. She usually does when something like this happens. So we'll probably have a house guest, which I'm not sure how that's going to work because I was going to do pork chops for dinner, but I've only got, it's a package of 2, and I took them out yesterday. So this would be kind of fun to put, would kind of hide that though. That's the only thing. But you could break your day down like Monday. The only thing is then you kind of lose your weekly overview, right? I do like these. I've got a whole bunch of half sheets and all kinds of stuff. Let's put in some half sheets and some, these ones match the Homebody. Yeah, maybe not these, even though they're a good idea, but then you kind of mess up your whole week. You could do it like say behind your, I know this is next week, but you could do it behind there and say pop 5 in, 1 for each day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't really need to do 7, but let's just take these 5, pop them in here. Pop them in here. And that way when we look at our weekly overview, we're not disrupting it. So this I'll set aside. These I'll set aside. I think I can go ahead and pop those into this. You know, I do this all the time and then I can't find stuff. So if I put these into Homestead, and I'm gonna put Homestead, and then I'll also need to put, and I kept these blush rings on here because I thought they went pretty. I could have done the gold, but what do you guys think? I was just sort of liking the pink, although that picks that up. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. The blush picks up the pink, but the gold picks up the gold. So we've always got options there, right? So let's stick all this stuff aside and let's pop ourselves in a few half sheets. Let's put these back in social. Oh no. Things to do, places to get. So I don't really need that in social, do I? I've been terrible at planning ever since COVID started. I'm getting this thing pretty full, guys. Pretty full. So I'll just try to stick one of those in there. That's a good, nice little running list. Let's stick those aside for now. I don't know. Let's not take the room up with these. Maybe we'll put one and we'll see how that turns out. Should we do that? Let's just stick the others there. So we'll just put one. That way it's a little bit less cluttered. And then I can put one of these in each week for the month of July. Try that and see how that works. I'm feeling really pumped about this. I really am. I'm feeling really excited that I'm going to be back in a vertical. I can't wait to do a video. I don't know. Let me know what you think about the dashboard layout. It just wasn't working for me. I think I've done it this way for so long that, and I guess maybe that's just the way my brain works, is basically sort of morning, afternoon, evening, and I can't really do that in the dashboard layout. But I think for tracking my social media, because right now I'm kind of boycotting Erin Condren because of no, I'm not saying boycotting, no. Right now I'm not using my Erin Condren planners, just on principle for a little while. But what we do need to do still is we need to put on a couple pin loops on here. And I also need, I wonder if this pin is in here. No? Is it in here? See, and I love my I love my life planner. I really do. And I feel bad that I'm not using it right now. But the one thing I don't like is that I can't take stuff in and out. So what I'm looking for, if you're wondering, is I'm dropping everything, is a pink pin. I have these they're Pilot G2s. I love these things. And I got this pack that has colors on it. And so this one matched my Homebody, so it stayed with the Homebody. I'm just kind of weird that way. I like my pins to match my planners. So if I'm going to stick with this method, I'm gonna need I always end up putting pin loops on, and then what I'm getting at is I need two, because I need one for writing and one for dry erase. And that's how I have this one set up for my green pen that matches, and then my dry erase. So the actual setup of it works pretty good. Maybe I'll copy what I did, because I do have more of these pin loops. In fact, I was just looking at them and I have them right here. Right here. I'm gonna have to buy some more though. So let me see where I put this one. So what am I gonna do about dinner now, guys? As I said, I took out 2 pork chops, a package of 2 pork chops, and I don't have any more. But I've had those thawing since yesterday. And I was just going to do a big set. You know what? I could split my pork chop with her. Sometimes I don't eat the whole thing anyway. So I could just do that. That would work. Is that the sticky side? Yeah. So maybe that's what I'll do, because I'll do it in a little. So sort of right-ish, about here-ish. Looks good to me. So yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll split my pork chop with her, and then I will make a salad. And I've got 2 beautiful zucchini in my garden that I was gonna cook tonight too. I can pick those, because I'm pretty sure she'll probably stay the night. Pretty sure. Okay, and then on this back, it was right about in here, so then I've got, so now I'm down to 2. I've only got 2 left. but that will work, right? So when we close it up, we've got our tabs. I'll get that one labeled. This can go back here for the dry erase. Where in God's name is my pink pen? There's my Papermate Flare. Well, I guess we'll stick with green for now, since that's what's on there. I'm just looking in a couple drawers, guys, to see if I stuck my pink. You see my pink pen. My pink pen, that's why I thought it was on my on-the-go folio. My pink pen is usually goes with my on-the-go folio when I'm using the pink cover because it matches. That's why I thought that one was on there, but it's not. So, okay. So see, it actually fits pretty good. It works well. We've got our front section, which is home, routines. Maybe I'll just put routines, and then social. That'll be social media. And we will see, we shall see how this works out. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up, clean this stuff up and get ready for her. She should be here. She's on her way. She'll be here shortly. Those are the guts I took out of the other planner. And as this stuff starts coming together, I will share it with you, but I think I've got a pretty good plan for this now, unless something better comes along in the meantime or something changes. So, all right, guys, I'll do a plan with me for the first week in July. Be the first time I'm doing a plan with me in a vertical in a very long time. So I'm very excited to do that. So that will be coming very soon. Keep an eye out for that. Love you guys. Stay safe. Please keep yourselves safe and keep others safe. And I'll see you on my next video. Bye.